for the Shop Report with
Barbershop Jay.
What up, sports fans? Welcome to the Shop Report. I'm Barbershop Jay. I'll be your host for the day. Here's what's happening. Of course, we want to remind you the Shop Report is now brought to you by Legacy Adventure Park. That's right. Shout out to Legacy Adventure Park, baby. It's the place where your paintball experience awaits. You understand me? And you tell them when you're there, while you're there, that the BSJ sent you. For my folk out there in TV land, if you want to leave your questions or comments during tonight's program, by all means, please do so. We will throw it up on the screen. And y'all know what's coming next. If you're one of them folks that wants to leave a question or comment that's indignant or ignorant in nature, won't be seen on this screen. Matter of fact, here's what you'll get. Oh, sorry.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Hey, my buttons is broken. My buttons is broken. Ha ha. Double J, do you see what you're doing? Oh man, you all over the place. What's going on with that there anyway?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea either. Anyway, what's going, Max Headroom? Oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. Yeah, technical difficulties abound. You know what I'm saying, when you're doing this kind of stuff. But anyway, yeah, all right. Double J, stop doing that. Let me give you your intro.
I'm coming back in. I'll be right back.
Oh boy. That's right. Yeah, this guy right here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even want to do his intro right. What's going on? Why are you fuzzing?
I don't know the answer to that.
Really?
I'm taking over your radio station. I mean, television station.
Oh, wow, Max Headroom. No, you're doing that on purpose, man. Stop doing that. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, we got a great program for y'all today. You know what I'm saying? We just got a couple of items on the menu. But first up, I'm going to give a shout out to my boy, my cat, my dude, Abdullah Mason, Cleveland's own. That's right, the new lightweight champion, you understand me? Went over across the seas, you understand what I'm saying, and took care of his business. Yeah, he really did. Double J, stop doing that. We got a comment already. Dag, nabbit, hold on, slow down. Let's see who we got here. Yeah, I'm with you, Mrs. Alva. What the heck? Yeah, exactly. What the heck? Oh, yeah, exactly. He's doing that. He done got control of some buttons over there, and now all of a sudden, you know, I'm trying to tell you, Gully is not going to be with us this evening, but that's okay. Double J and I will keep things rolling right along till he sing another song, I guess. I don't know what the deal is. Anywho, yeah, we got post-game pressers, something Jerry Jeudy said after last week's debacle with the Browns. And actually, I'm going to read an excerpt from this book here. Bernie Kosar's Learning to Scramble. Can you all see that there? Learning to Scramble.
That's right.
Where I've had this book for quite some time. I don't know how many years. And before that whole presser thing, and we've seen plenty of pressers or whatnot throughout the years. If you're a sports fan to any degree, you know, the Marshawn Lynch, you know, there's been some infamous ones. Russell Westbrook, you know, he had a couple of his resume. But this last one, Jerry Jeudy or whatever it is, he said something a reporter didn't like or something to that effect. I didn't see it. Did you see it, Double J?
I did. I watched it.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, you can fill us in on the details on that end. But I'm going to read to you all off the heels of that what Bernie said in this book about post-game pressers. Mrs. Alva weighing in again. Okay, but listen, I have an announcement first. I'm upset that Gully isn't here 2 weeks in a row for this. Yeah, well, you might want to take that up with him. You know what I'm saying? They tell me hey, don't look at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. If you call my name for roll call, I'm here. Barbershop J is here. Anywho, and then we're going to do our week. What is it? Week 12, Double J? Is that what it is? Week 12? NFL Pick'em's week 12.
It is.
With our fantasy stardom and sitt'ems. With that being said, let's start the show because first up is the question of the day. All right. QOD. Question of the day. Which is more coveted, if at all? The triple-double in basketball or hitting for the cycle in baseball? We'll get to your comments here in a second.
Yeah, I'm going to make this short. Hitting for the cycle, it is far more difficult still. We've been fortunate to say there's been changes in the NBA that have allowed for the triple-double to be more accessible, right? We talk about more volume of shots taking place versus how, years or decades of the past. Whereas in baseball, you need to have 4 at-bats minimum in order to pull that off, right?
And the action is not as constant because you got to go and sit down and then wait to get back up and then all that other type of stuff or whatever it is. Whereas in basketball, one time out, you can play 48 minutes. So the opportunities or the chances at the opportunity for a triple double are far more in abundance than it would be for hitting for the cycle. You know what I'm trying
Right,
to say?
and there's haters out there too, right? So you could be
Well,
3 for
that's
3 at that point, and you get an intentional walk,
well, that's a possibility. Yeah, it is.
or
Yeah, it
worse, right? A manual Class A.
Oh, duh, here we go now. No, don't do that. Don't do that. It's a lot of cheating going on. Somebody else just got they said something about he might be cheating. Man, you just never know no more. You just never know. Anyway, let's get to another one of these comments, Miss Alva. Hold
What's
on,
up, Isaac?
on. That's Isaac. Shout out to Isaac. We got to get to Miss Alva's first, though. Shout out to Isaac. Shout out to Isaac. Miss Alva said, y'all made fun of me for my lineup for our fantasy. Guess who won the fantasy? Who did? Miss Alva won. Shout out. Oh. Did you win fantasy for the week or did you win the league, Mrs. A? Because if you won it for the week, I mean, okay, so you get AFC player, for the week. I mean, that's, pipe down there, Piper. Hannah Montana, slow it down there, okay? Just slow it on down is all I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, man. But, again, hitting for the cycle, because you got to get what? You got to get a single, a double, a triple, and a home run. Well, I mean, it depends on who the pitcher is. Class A, I don't know. Your chances hitting the cycle might be better. I mean, than it would be if it was a Randy Johnson or somebody that. Yeah, I say that too. But it was just interesting. I was reading something the other day and I thought, okay, because ain't but so many players in hit for the cycle in baseball. Period. Can't hear you. Your mic is muted. Your mic is muted. Oh. The league, sir. Mrs. Alva's weighing again. She said the league. You were out very quickly. Yeah, that's because I didn't know I was playing. Don't underestimate me. Yeah, that's only because I didn't know I was playing. That's the only reason why that is. That's why I said settle down, Kimosabi. Don't get to celebrating and celebratory. And you know what I'm saying? Because had I been playing, you'd have been celebrating, 0-16 like Browns fans. Yeah, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Anywho, yeah, Double J, can we get some college football updates, some scores, please? Thank you very much.
Let's get into it. And so right away at halftime, Tennessee is up in the swamp, 31-zip.
Hey, Georgia Tech got lambasted.
Yeah, it's in the third quarter, man. They got to pull off a monumental comeback here, 35-14. They're trailing.
Oh, so it's still.
And Pitt just got beat the brakes off them by Notre Dame. So that is. It's
no,
not
they
a good loss.
No, they didn't.
Syracuse.
Syracuse. That wasn't Pitt.
No. Pitt. Syracuse just got the beat. Today beating.
Right. You just said
last week it was Pitt.
Who? Pitt. Wait, Pitt beat Notre Dame or Notre Dame beat Pitt?
They lost Notre Dame. So Pitt is beating Georgia Tech right now. So this is a very bad loss
for Georgia Tech.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they pulling the Miami Hurricane right now. I thought that Georgia. I mean, I've been saying all season long, or since the beginning of this season, that Georgia Tech, was one to look out for. Mm-hmm. And then what's this talk about Lane Kiffin going to LSU? Man.
Well, yeah. Apparently there's an announcement next week.
What?
There's going to be some kind of announcement next week between.
So should he do the same thing college, high school players going to college should do? Like put 12 different hats in front of them and,
Well, yeah, because it's not just LSU that's in the running, apparently.
I know. Yeah. Ole Miss is still in the running too, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
And then who else is this? Who else is who's the other the third team? The Citadel? My gosh. This is ridiculous. But I'm just saying, if we're gonna lambaste the players, hey, fair exchange ain't no robbery.
Right.
Okay. Let's talk about the coaches now. Because this is coaching carousel for real.
Give Adam a shout out here on the Facebook side as well.
All right, there, my man, Addy Shout out to the Addy You understand me? Give me some more updates, some more scores, please. Would you? Thank you very much, please, and thank you.
Absolutely. Quickly, Ohio State victors over the Rutgers, 42-9.
Hey, and you know what killed me? I'm glad you said. Yeah, let me tell you, Buckeye fans. I'm talking to you. You and you and you, okay? You get a pink slip and they get a pink slip. I'm so sick and tired of Ohio State fans talking about the Buckeye football team like they really are the second coming of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick Patriots. Stop it. Y'all play Rutgers every week. Okay? Don't make me send you that graph, Double J. And we talk about strength of schedule.
Well, speaking of strength of schedule.
Yeah, because matter of fact, let me
let's get into it, right?
Yeah, you want me to send it to you? We might as well.
No. I don't
You got
think it's
it?
necessary.
You got it? You got it
No,
already?
I'm going to just go through who the number 3 team in the country is playing. Texas A&M 48-0 over Sanford and Son.
Oh, wow. Shout out to that.
Georgia 35-3 over Charlotte.
Okay. All right.
Charlotte.
Okay. That's
Like the Charlotte Bats. Like,
no, that's
who we had on the show.
Really? You're gonna do Mr. Curdy like that? Wow, disrespectful. At the end of the day, I mean, Charlotte is the North Carolina equivalent of Rutgers. What are you saying? I got it right here. Okay, I got it right here. All right.
I just don't understand what we're talking about here. Alabama played Eastern Illinois.
Okay, well, wait a minute.
Sounds like a basketball game in November.
Listen, hold on.
What are we doing here? I don't want to hear about Ohio State.
Stop it. Yeah, I want to hear. No, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You want to hear about Ohio State. Let me tell you why. Because what you're talking about is an outlier of sorts, if I'm saying that and using that the appropriations or not appropriated. Say that fast 2 times. What I'm saying to you is that's 1 week. Ohio State played Rutgers every week. This is the Big Ten strength of schedule. All right. Now, let me list the teams right quick for all you out there who just now joining the PRT. Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry. This is not the Big Ten. Excuse me. Sorry. My apologies. This is the strength of schedule of all the top teams on so on where they some of your USCs and your Vandy's or whatnot. Okay, the strength of schedules here. Let me just read off the teams on the list. How about we do that? Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Georgia, Texas Tech, Ole Miss, Oregon, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Alabama, BYU, Utah, Miami, that's down in Florida, not Ohio, Vandy, USC, Georgia Tech. These are the teams that's listed as of November 21st, 2025. Here are those same teams I've just mentioned. Here are their strength of schedules. Ohio State strength of schedule is 48th. And they're bragging why? Even Indiana, their strength of schedule is 38th. Texas A&M, at least a respectable 18th. Georgia, 12th. Texas Tech, 51st. Ole Miss, 32nd. Oregon, they really overrated. Oh my gosh. The only thing that should be rated is their uniforms because they get them right next door at Nike. Oregon is 31st. Oklahoma, I got more respect for Oklahoma. Oklahoma's 10th. In terms of strength of schedule, 10th. Notre Dame, 29th. Alabama, 4th. BYU, 27th. Utah, 46th. Miami, 43rd. Vandy, 21st. USC is 36th. And Georgia Tech is 89th. So when we do these preseason rankings and all those other stankings, that's right. That's the college football rankings, strength of schedule. That's not at the beginning of the season. Is that right? That's current. That's currently. What I'm saying to you is, should the rankings be ranked from here on out? Should they be based off of your strength of schedule? Because who's responsible? And don't tell me that they playing who in front of them. Because in college football, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm mistaken, correctly if not incorrectly. Okay, just go ahead and correct me. Don't the schools have something to do with who's on the schedule? Non-conference, if nothing else. Because obviously, you got to play.
Again, that's only 3 games.
I don't care if it's 1.5 games.
Like, see, here's the issue, right?
No, it's no issue.
Punish a team like Texas who chose to play Ohio State, and then be upset with, in the same scope, then be mad about like what we gave the example here with Eastern Illinois.
No, what the part that bothers me is, you can play. Texas can schedule an Ohio State, but then who do you play the following 7 weeks after that? You got to have more tough guys mixed in. You can't play Ohio State the first week or the second week or the third week, for instance, in a however many games schedule in college football, 13 games at least. You can't schedule them whatever week you schedule Ohio State and then want to I got to listen to Kirk Herbstreit, on College Game Day and talk about that one win or that one loss and how it weighs in later on down the line in the 13, 14, 18, 1900 team playoff. No, that's why the SEC is able to keep that mantle to a degree, because there are more SEC teams that SEC teams per conference have to play that are tough outs.
Based on what?
What do you mean?
Based on the rankings that you've
I'm talking about the eye test. Right now, if you watch Texas A&M play, and even though the season is not over, Texas A&M, when you watch them play, do they look like they could be a champion, a college football champion this year?
Sure, but who again?
Hold on. I'm talking about the SEC in totality. That's Texas A&M. I'm talking about when you watch them play, do they look like you better make sure you're ready. Whoever you playing them, they better make sure you're ready, right? What about Georgia?
A top 5 team in the country. Yes, I hope the answer is yes.
What about Georgia?
Sure, same rules apply.
What about Alabama?
To some extent, they've been hot and cold this year.
Okay, so what about Ole Miss?
I haven't been buying.
That's what I'm saying. So in other words, the SEC can still lay claim to that mantra to an extent that we are ... Because within the conference, I'm not even talking about which teams are ranked. I'm talking about which teams, when you turn the TV on and you watch them, their chances for possibly winning the national championship are greater than the teams in the Big Ten.
So if you remember in the fall, I made the claim that the SEC has a problem. They have a lot of good teams. They don't have great teams. And what you're seeing is that the inverse effect, that the Big Ten, on the other hand, has a couple great teams and then a lot of kind of average teams.
Who's the great team? Ohio State is a great team.
That's right. But when it comes to a playoff that consists of 12, you only need 3 or 4 maximum.
What do you mean? 3 or 4 maximum to get in?
Absolutely. In terms of great, we're talking about such a small sample size here. There's 132 FCS teams, and you're talking about a group of 12, so you're talking under 10% of them. So to suggest that only under 10% are great, and then within your conference, you're looking for about 15 to 20% to be deemed "quote unquote" great or above, certainly good.
So let me ask you this:
qualify, right?
So let me ask you this then. Even though we don't have a graph up, we were going to use it, but we're gonna say this, then we're gonna get to some of this other stuff. But if for all my folks out there to keep up with college football, the Week 13, 12 team college football playoff bracket was out a couple days ago, right? Mm-hmm. The first round is Tulane, Texas Tech. Of those 2 teams, which team is a great team?
Neither.
Okay. Georgia. Would you consider Georgia a great team?
I would say so. That's fair.
Oklahoma.
I would say at this point, Oklahoma's earned it. Sure.
Okay. All right. Notre Dame.
Hard to argue. 56-0.
Okay. Ohio State.
Absolutely. They've beaten everybody that's in front of them.
Okay. Yeah. Rutgers. Ole Miss.
Yeah, they're certainly good.
Okay. Miami.
I should ask you that one.
I'm just saying. Did I just mention Ohio State?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Texas A&M.
Yeah, they've looked
Alabama.
Good. They've looked good as well.
Oregon.
Yep, they had their mishap, but yeah.
Indiana.
And Indiana, who's beaten Oregon, absolutely.
So of the 12 teams that would be in the bracket, if everything stayed the same, only 2 teams are not great. So I don't understand what you're saying. All of them are.
It's because of what you've laid out, which is why there is such a contrast in viewing on how we view teams outside of essentially the SEC as a whole. We've watered the pool down so much elsewhere by your account, really, basically what you said over the last 5 minutes.
But
the SEC had so much depth that just by contrast, no one else is fully capable of doing so.
Well, look at what's happening at Georgia Tech today. The watered down is not my fault. It's the teams who schedule teams that help them to be watered down.
Georgia Tech's playing a conference game.
Okay. And that conference is
what is that?
What conference is Georgia Tech in?
Wait a minute. Remember, Georgia Tech got into the conversation how?
Because
by
I like
doing two things: winning.
I like them. I'm just saying. That's why they got in because
okay, well, no matter how much, I would love to say that variable is
I know it don't weigh nothing. I get it. It don't weigh nothing, but I'm still gonna drink to that.
And so the issue with that, because to me, I will always say this: Purdue somehow plays half the entire college football playoff every year. I don't know why, I don't know how, but we always end up doing so.
I'm gonna tell you. I just told you. Because somebody over at Purdue is saying, we're going to take our lumps right now, but we're going to schedule more big dogs. That's how you listen, bro.
We need the puppies.
Bro. That's how you no, because it get greater later. That's how you get better. You get better and you test the best way to test yourself. Okay, let me ask you this. You play soccer, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let's say right now. I mean, you're a little old in the tooth there, Grandpa.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying right there. No.
Yeah, no,
all right.
They don't work like they used to. I know.
Okay, exactly. But let's just say hypothetically, do you get more credit for beating Aiden or Pele?
Right.
No disrespect to Aiden because Aiden is up and coming. I'm just saying, I'm talking about right now at this juncture. So I don't want to hear you come in the house bragging about you beating Aiden and he's 14. If you beat Pele, then that's okay. That's something to sing. That's all I'm saying. You can't keep playing bums and think that I'm going to give you the thumbs. Yeah, one down. Put that on your frown. I'm just saying, bro. This is ridiculous. The reason why, my whole point, the SEC can lay claim to this stake or lay stake to the claim, you tell me, is because they have more teams in their conference that would mollywop Liberty University. And have mollywopped the Georgia Techs and the Miamis. Man, the ACC conference is what now as a whole? What is it really? That's my point.
Well, they got James Franklin coming.
Oh, well, yeah, Vitek, whoopie-doo, frickin' too. Yeah, Frito-Lays. That's what they say. I'm asking you again, the Big Ten got how many teams in it? 47. So I'm still trying to figure out why they called the Big Ten. And they got, USC, Oregon, what I'm saying, Coastal Carolina, saying, and the Citadel all wrapped up in one, but they the Big Ten still. Make that make sense. Got how many teams? Take the top two teams out of the Big Ten. What is that conference then?
The ACC.
Oh, not even that. Man, it's the Globetrotters playing the Washington Generals. That's what that is. That's all that is. Anyway, give me some more college football score updates so we can go on to something else.
Again, just a reminder that, number 21, Illinois is losing at Wisconsin 17-10 late in the third. Number 11, BYU on the road is winning for once, but by the slimmest of margins, 10-7 at Cincinnati. Number 25, Arizona State is up 13-7 at halftime over Coach Prime's Fighting Buffs. And
I don't like to see that. I don't like to see that for Prime. But go ahead. Oh man, dag nabbit.
Speaking of Virginia Tech, Sandman has come and told them it's time for bed. Carson Beck had a good game, throwing 4 touchdowns. Final score 34-17. And Diego Pavia absolutely took the Wildcats and put them to sleep. 45-17.
What Wildcats? Northwestern?
No, Kentucky.
Oh. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Arch Manning, 4 touchdowns as well. 52-37 over the Hogs.
What Hogs?
Arkansas.
Oh. And where are they now? Ever since Derek, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Well, you better throw for 5.
Well, now wait a minute. This is your daunted SEC. Shouldn't they be good too?
No. I said specifically the SEC has more teams, not all, and because I don't know how many teams are in the conference, but I know there are more teams in the SEC that would mollywop half the rest of the doggone country than there is in the Big Ten. Therefore, there should be no arguing about who's going to win.
Now. Should we not punish teams for losses then for playing quality schools?
Yeah, but listen, hey, I'll give you more credit losing to Mike Tyson than I would giving to losing to Little John.
Okay, so what if I told you this team played?
I'm sorry, winning against Little John.
This team played number 1 Ohio State. They will play number 2 Indiana next week. They played number 18 Michigan. They played number 9 Notre Dame. They played number 21 Illinois. They played number 15 USC.
And
Anything?
that team is who?
The team is the Purdue Boilermakers.
Oh boy, here we go again.
And you wonder why they're only dead last in this party.
Hey, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. You're making my point. I give Purdue more. What's Purdue's strength of schedule?
I think it's in the top 10.
Okay, then, right. Okay. You get more respect from me anyway. And I ain't saying I'm somebody. I'm just saying, okay. I'm talking about all them people that want to stick their chests out and be posturing because Ohio State, Buckeye, whatever. What is a Buckeye anyway? Look like something. Anyway, I'm like the guy who bought the golden toilet would leave behind. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I give Purdue more respect than I do some of these teams on here whose strength of schedule is 99th out of 98 teams. Man, stop it, bro. I ain't trying to hear it. Shout out to my man Adam Shutton. You understand me? Who watching? You understand? Like the P program today.
Purdue is number 11, just to confirm.
Oh, wow. Really? Purdue is number 11. Yeah.
You know, somehow your Texas Longhorns are at 6.
What? Not on strength of schedule?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yes, they are.
Oh, wow.
I love it.
Right. Okay, well.
You know, wait a minute now. Wisconsin's number 1. Who knew?
No way.
Yeah.
Wisconsin had the toughest strength of schedule?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me ask you this. If Wisconsin is number 1, how did that become to be? Did I say that right? How did that come to be? Did I say how become the BBD? Maybe I said I did. Okay.
You know, but there's an interesting inverse, right? There's a kind of
who scheduled those games for them to be number 1 in strength of schedule?
Barry Alvarez, he's still running the show over there?
Oh, I don't know. B-Dub, baby. That's my boy over there. Shout out to him. You understand me?
But if you look at it, for the most part, until you get to Alabama in particular, right? They come in at number 4.
Right.
But if you South Carolina, Florida, and Wisconsin have all struggled, right? Florida fired their coach. Wisconsin may let Luke Fickell go by the time the season's done.
Yeah.
So to your point, unfortunately, our society rewards winning, not losing in the honor of.
That's not true. That's not true. LeBron James been lauded as the greatest player of all time, and all he got is appearances. Okay, don't talk about winning.
28 minutes it only took.
Okay, yeah, well, 38-27. That's right. Yeah, that sounds like something Peyton Manning used to run when they played Tampa Bay one year. You know what I'm saying? 38-27, Victor, Omaha, 55 is the mic. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know. Okay. It sounds like a play call, baby. You know what I'm saying? Z65 power toss on trap on 3. Break. All right, I'm just saying. Yeah. Omaha, kill, red right 88. Anywho, yeah. So don't talk about we celebrate winning. Okay. It depends on who it is that's being discussed. Then it's almost. They celebrate almost got there. All right. Let's be Pacific. All right. Not the ocean. I'm just saying in particular areas. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So don't do that right there. Don't do that talking about we celebrate winning. You know what I'm saying? Because that's selective and not objective because they're not synonymous. All right. Look it up. Yeah. And that's both his words in the dictionary. Them ain't my words. Okay. Yeah, I do. I make them up sometime, but not this time. I ain't lying. All righty, then. You understand me? Anywho, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about post-game pressers and whether or not if the athletes being pressed got a right to not want to be pressed by, obviously, certain reporters. You know what I mean? Like your Stephen A's and your Tony Grossies and your Mary Kay Cabot's and all them. Yeah, I'm naming names because I done been around and I'm telling you, they stink. Yeah, holla at your boy. Legacy Adventure Park. Get you some. Ha ha. That's right, baby. Legacy Adventure Park up there in Lockport, Illinois. You understand what I'm trying to say? Tell them that your boy BSJ sent you when you go there for your ultimate paintball experience. That's what I'm trying to say. Anywho, Double J, post-game pressers, right? Now, I didn't see the Jerry Jeudy post-game presser. I did not. I read a little bit here, a little bit there. So if you don't mind, could you fill me in on what you saw or what your take may be or your takeaway from the post-game presser? And then I'll add my little 14.5 cents. Sometimes it's some pennies and some nickels. Would you please do me the honors? Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. So, matter of fact, let's see if I can get a.
And in particular, we calling this Jerry Jeudy's Marshawn moment. Go ahead.
Let's see.
Oh, you gonna throw it up?
Yeah.
Oh boy, really? You trying to get us flagged? That's what you're trying to do? Go for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So again, we don't own this. We don't own this.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know this, and we don't own this. I'm just saying. All right.
Take the hint. Hear that, AI? We don't own it.
Yeah, we do not own this. So go ahead.
So this is we are the owner's favorite podcast, though.
Absolutely, that's right. Jimmy Haslam's. Yeah, shout out, baby.
Okay, before somebody on the media team tries to flag us for royalties and lead us dry.
Yeah,
remember, we are the owner. Go talk to him.
Yeah. At the end of the day,
drop next.
I mean, maybe you got millions. I got 34 cents.
All right. So this again is our reaction to the press conference. Once again, this is our reaction to this owned material. And I am re-emphasizing.
And we do not, again, let me repeat, do not own this material in any shape, form, or fashion. We're just sharing to add context to our content in regards to the subject. Double J, proceed.
For sure. You know, it has been a long time coming, you know. Hopefully we just keep the momentum going. Yeah.
The ball kind of hung up there. I mean, it ended up in your hands, but did you just block out the corner and really side of it?
My bad.
Touchdown. The ball kind of was up in the air a long while.
I thought it was a good pass by Dylan. Give me an opportunity, give me a chance to make a play on it, you know, and I came down with it.
So getting those touches early, you were targeted 10 times in the first half. Do you feel like that really does help you get going and get warmed up and get into the flow again?
Yeah, definitely. It definitely helped me get going. You know, being involved in the game, you know, just that's all you need, guys, for as a receiver, that momentum, you know, being involved, getting your hands dirty, you know, stuff like that.
What do you think changed that made you a more targets on last week compared to other games?
I think, you know, Tom just put me in a great position to be able to, you know, make those plays. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I was just in the right position.
You know, your targets was one noticeable difference in the game that Reese called. Were there other differences to you in him calling plays?
Say that again?
Your number of targets was one big difference with Reese taking over play calling. Were there any other differences that you noticed?
No, I think Tom did a good job of trying to get me the ball and get me involved in the game plan, you know. And I think Dylan did a good job in, you know, in going through his reads and making the right plays and, you know, throwing to me when I was open. So yeah.
It seems like all you guys are really behind Dylan. You know, the fact that Kevin's sticking with them. Most of the guys that we talk to seem like they can see the growth in Dylan, even though it might not necessarily be showing up in completion percentage and other things. But is that an accurate perception? It really just seems like you guys are behind him, and if so, you know, why?
Yeah, for sure. You know, Dylan's a young quarterback. You know, it's on his first year and his fourth, fifth game. You know, in the league. You know, there's a lot that he, you know, still got to learn. But you know, he comes out here each and every week ready to improve, ready to get better. So you know, that's all you can ask for as quarterback. You know, and you know, as teammates, you know, we got to lean. You got to have somebody to lean on, and we here for him for sure.
Jerry, just with you getting more targets and getting them earlier, is it reassuring, I guess, because I know like Kevin and Dylan have been talking about making sure you're getting the ball, making sure you're more involved. So then for it to actually happen, is that just reassuring, I guess, that the plan?
Yeah, for sure.
Jerry, what did you see on that 4th and 1 where you lined up in the backfield? Why did the play eventually not work?
You said when I lined up in the backfield.
Yeah.
Why it didn't work? I'm not sure why it didn't work, but I think they brought pressure, you know, so didn't really have that much time.
Did you expect to get the ball that way?
Yeah, I expected to get the ball, but yeah.
They just reading in the body language this far.
Yeah.
With Dylan in his first game back from the 4 weeks off with the hamstring, do you feel like that's one area where you guys can really pick it up a notch and improve by getting involved, both of you guys?
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, the more players you can get involved in the offense, you know, it's going to be harder for the defense to really focus on one guy. You know, so you know that's very important.
What are you seeing from the Ravens defense right now, especially they've changed?
I can't see it on my end, Double J. Where is it at in terms of duration?
Just moved them from safety more into the box. You know, that's probably the biggest difference. In that
2 minutes left.
back there.
Okay.
But other than that, you know, not really too much change.
Your touchdowns, he was explosive. There was one early in the game where Dylan tried to throw it up to Said. He didn't catch it, but
Because I got a few things already that I see.
Trying to take some more of those shots. Just how beneficial can that be to you guys as an offense to take some of those and get some of those looks?
You know, you want to be able to be an explosive offense and take advantage of those shots when we have those opportunities. You know, you don't want to be a team that just run a lot of short stuff. You know, so teams won't just sit on every route. You know, so being able to take advantage of those opportunities really helps the offense a lot.
Do you feel like since that was Tommy's first game, calling the game for you guys, that week 2 should be, exponentially better, just because now he kind of has one under his belt. He knows a little bit more about how Dylan's going to respond in certain situations and you guys.
For sure, you know, now that he definitely got a feel, on his first game this season, I'm pretty sure he's gonna do a great job next week.
All right, so
it's gonna be very important.
And what have you seen Shedeur? We don't really get to watch very much practice, and I know he hasn't had first team reps yet, but what kind of development have you seen in him over these past few months?
He consistently growing.
On that last drive, it looked like he was the most comfortable on that last drive. Did anything change with him at all? Did he feel better? What did you pick up on watching that last drive?
Just having multiple reps.
I asked you about it after the game, that catch that you fought for that first down. Just that kind of effort to try to extend that play, extend that drive, and get that win. Does that show the embodiment of the hunger that you guys have to close these games out when you guys are so close, so long?
For sure, we just got to finish.
okay, you can stop it, Double J. Go ahead and stop it. I thought this is the one I thought you was gonna show.
No. I wanted to do that. I did that on purpose, and I allowed it to go long enough for you to get a full vibe of him in week 2 versus yesterday or the other day.
Okay, so all right, so you're doing a compare and contrast type of deal, right? So what did you take away from that then?
Right away, that's who he is.
Well, which one? The first one or the second one?
In both. I felt like there was not much of a character difference. If you watched him in his responses, they're very short, closed answers, right? It may have not been a true closed yes or no to the way that it was, but let me just kind of generally say something. If Shedeur has not gotten reps with this guy, and how can he possibly give an accurate post-game analysis of a body of work that he otherwise has not been able to witness because it hasn't been offered? You get what I'm saying? So
bruh, what you're saying makes 1,000% sense to people who understand the common sense. If the world comprehended on the same level, all sense will be common.
So when your local media and YouTube, as you saw on purpose, says it's a weird press conference, are they really watching the?
Listen. Sometimes when you have a predisposition, you're going to see I already, if I don't like, if I for whatever reason don't like you, and a lot of times my reasons for not liking you don't even be substantiated. I just don't like you because somebody else said they don't like you, type of. You know what I'm trying to say, which is ridiculous. But so if I don't like you, and I'm a supervisor, and I tell you to do, I'm already knowing that there's just gonna be some issues when I go to have to tell you to do a job because I already don't like you. So it's already built in, so to speak. You understand? But the problem I have, number one, his body language. Not his body language, but what he said about sitting on route, defenses sitting on routes, explosive offense. Those are key words. I pay attention to verbiage, right? That's on Stefanski. Now, I'll talk about a player's performance all day, every day, right? But this idea that players are not people is putrid, to say the least, okay? But here's the thing. Being around the media, Cleveland media in particular, a lot of media personalities, to me, writers get more, they have what they say and how they, because the pen is mightier than the sword is a true expression, but that pen in the wrong hands can be dangerous. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? If you have a predisposition, and a lot of these reporters here in Cleveland in particular have predispositions towards players, period. All right, I'll let ... I'll let y'all finish the rest of that, okay? You do the math. So they ask what I call DAQs, DAQs, dumb asked questions. They don't ask questions to really try to find out what really went on in the game or in the player's mind during the game or after the game or whatever. They are asking so that they can get sound bites. You understand? So they purposely steer the conversations or try to steer them in a certain direction. But too much weight, again, is placed upon what that said reporter will say, with that pen when they write their column the next day or when they get on their podcast the next day. You know what I mean? For instance, like Stephen A. Can't stand him. But people are like, well, that's why he's making the big money. Yeah, well, you can be materialistic and all of that if you want to. If you're driven by money, then that matters to you. That don't matter to me. That don't mean I don't like nice things or want to have a little bit more money. I want to be financially comfortable, but I don't need 400 million. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? I do not like him because after the Myles Garrett incident, when Myles hit Mason Rudolph a couple years ago now over the head with the helmet against the Steelers, right? Stephen A. couldn't wait. He came on the next day. Everybody tuned in the First Take because at the end of the day, I'm saying this to them people for real, for the most part, or all of them folks who do. If you tune into them type of shows right now, that say more about you than it do about them because that's garbage. Ain't no pen and pad moments from none of them shows. Ain't none. So that say more about you than it do about them as a show. But Stephen A. got on the next day because so many people tune in to First Take and take everything they say on First Take as the law. He went in on Myles and did his best to paint the angry black man narrative. But what he did to assassinate his character. But what he didn't tell you was that maybe a week or two before all that incident, Myles was at a mall here in Cleveland, Strongsville, got punched in the face by a fan and didn't do nothing to the fan. And if you've seen Myles Garrett in person, bruh, he can fold steel. Okay, he a transformer. Okay, I'm just letting you know. All right. I don't know, He-Man, one of them. Myles Garrett is not a human being, bruh. Okay, he's mankind, Groot. I don't know, Thor, whatever. Thor, he's an Avenger. Myles could have broke that dude's face off, man, but he didn't. He called the police and waited on them to come. You understand what I'm trying to say? And there was other people around that saw it and was, confirmed Myles' story and so on and so forth. But Stephen A., why you leave that part out? Why you leave that part out? And of course, the sheep or sheeple tuned in the First Take, heard Stephen A. say that part, selective, and then got on Facebook and all of them talking about something, yeah, Myles, you were there. I'm like, wow, really? Since when did your thought become what he thinking and what he say? Why you don't think for yourself, bro? I've been around too many of them. Let me say this, bro. I'm going to read this excerpt from Bernie's book about players in post-game pressers. Why there should be a cool down period. I never, ever thought it was okay to talk to a player right after the game. Let me read you all this. Again, this is from Bernie's book, Learning to Scramble, okay? And Bernie played how long ago? And he says, And this chapter in particular is called Discipline. He says, then after the game, it was necessary to dial it all back and return to normal. He's talking about the violence switch that you have to turn on playing a sport where every down is like combat. Huh? Every down is like combat. So I don't want to hear these NBA players or these badminton players or these volleyball players, with all due respect to the fact that they do play a sport, talk about football in the same breath like y'all. No, stop it. Okay? Ain't nothing about basketball to make you the synonymous with every down is like combat. Stop it. This too is a process. To reiterate, you can't just flick a switch like you're turning the lights on and off. Tony Dungy, well respected, and Bill Polian, also well respected, used to tell me that there should be a 24-hour post-game cool-down period for players. Can't just walk out of the killing zone and immediately act happy-go-lucky. I sometimes wonder if the media guys who stick microphones in players' mouths 5 minutes after a painful loss realize how close they are flirting with death. For me, it took every bit of a full day to chill out after a loss. So you tell me. I'm telling you, these sports writers, they have an agenda. They ain't on the up and up, especially not in 2025. And I'm telling you right now, I know enough of them, and a few of them here in Cleveland. I done sat right next to them. I ain't gonna name no names, but if they see this and say something, I will name names. You understand me? And we're gonna go to another break. When we come back from a break, I'm gonna show y'all just a snippet. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it right now. Bear with me for 13 seconds, maybe a little less. Hold on there for a minute.
And again, now that he's passed the mic to Monty, we do have the fantasy football portion of the show ready.
No, we're going to have to go to a break. When we come back from the break, because I got to find it. I got to find it. I got to find it. It's over here in my bookcase.
That's
somewhere.
all right. I got it covered. Here we go.
What you got? Oh, well, okay. Well, do you want to then? Don't stop it. What are you doing? Do it.
This is Josh Cribbs, 3-time NFL Pro Bowler, all-decade return specialist. And you're listening to the Shop Report.
It's Chris Murray, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Hey, this is Doug Flynn of the New York Mets. Well, a few other teams, of course, too. And you're watching the Shop Report.
This is Ernest Biner, and you are listening to the Shop Report.
All right, shout out. We back. I found it. Hey.
All right.
And unfortunately, I was going through some of my old archives, and this is the only one I could find. But there used to be a show. Can you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Called More Sports and Less Levine. All right. This is the one copy I could find. Maybe it's a little too close. Maybe. I don't know. Is it blurry? Can you see that?
Yep.
It's the one copy I could find of a taping. And this one in particular was a little bit more subtle. But believe me when I tell you, bro. And you know Branson Wright was on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, so hold on. Dag nabbit. I got technical difficulties here. Oh, okay, there we go. Sorry, sorry about that. Anyway, I'm just saying that to say, if any media members in Cleveland they happen to run across this, because we've had a couple so far, they run across this and say something to that effect. They might not talk about us per se, but they say something that y'all be like, oh, they said that on the other. Yeah, let them know I'm here for all of the smoke, sausages, okay, and the bratwurst and all that other stuff. I'm letting you know right now. I could say some names. They know who I am. I used to call them out all the time. Man, listen, don't lie to me. Lie for me, bro. For real. Don't just say stuff to be saying it. I do not like the fact that the reporters be asking questions to players right after. That's why Marshawn Lynch, I mentioned earlier, Russell Westbrook, they're the only two I can think of off the top of my head right now. And sometimes Steve Kerr on occasion. That's why they have the attitudes that they have towards reporters. But then the reporters want to write stuff or say stuff like they ain't got a reason to respond in the way that they do. Man, at the end of the day, even though who placed these people on plateaus? Not themselves, except one named LeBron James. He's the only one that's self-proclaimed. But all them other guys, more. What's the mark? 50? I'm just saying, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? You tell me, stop me when I'm lying. Do that. Okay. Yeah, at the end of the day, Jerry Jeudy is frustrated. Now, in terms of his performance, he done dropped some catchables. Okay. But that's separate from when you get in the post-game presser, man, stop asking me some questions. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Give me 24 hours. You know what I mean? Let me bring it on down. Okay. Man, come on, man. Again, football is that one sport, bro. It's a car crash. You tell me, do they ask car crash victims questions that they think that they are expecting to be coherent? Seriously. Even if you take them to the hospital, the officer, the folks at the hospital say, "Hey, listen, wait, let us get it, and then then you can come in after, or we'll come back." Just wait, He's frustrated, bro. But I'm with you, Double J. At the end of the day, if he ain't had the reps with Shedeur or whatever it is, and we talking about professional football,
right?
Okay. We talking about the timing. Why is it that Joe Montana could look over to his left at Jerry Rice and not say a word and know that Jerry was looking at what he was? Bro, I'm telling y'all, man, it's so many.
Can I ask a serious question real quick?
Yeah.
As much as of a threat that Steve Young was to Joe Montana, do you think?
But whoa. Why was Steve Young a threat? He was a threat. He wasn't no threat to Joe.
Yeah, oh, absolutely was. He ultimately took his job.
No, listen, bro. Listen.
No. My point is, was the man given first team reps too?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, okay, all right, that's all. That's all.
Yeah,
right? He was breathing down his neck, right? Okay.
Yeah, but
so
he
was giving them. Brett Favre, when he was the quarterback of Green Bay, and Aaron Rodgers was backing him up, right? That late first round pick.
Yeah, he was given. He got first team rep.
Yeah, all right. Cool.
Yeah, he got first team rep.
So he was too. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's been more than a few. My gosh.
Do you know why?
Well, I'm figuring they was the next man up.
But wait a minute. Aren't we supposed to be looking at everything?
Well, listen, we're supposed to, but do we? Do we see what we want to see so we can say what it is that we feel?
Can I ask a serious question? We're going to dive into this stuff, I know, in a minute. So you know what? I'm going to say this. It has been very clear who wants this kid to succeed and who does not.
Yeah, but everybody don't see that.
How? How? You name a time in your life where you were not prepared for something and it went well.
Well, you know me. I'm BSJ, baby. Oh, my bad. Okay, I'm just saying. Woo, slow down there, Kemosabe. Slow it on down.
Right, so that test you went and took that you didn't study for.
You serious? You want to see my?
Now I used to practice looking at Scantrons from a distance.
I'm just
You're
saying.
either prepare to succeed or prepare to fail, right? Isn't that the same?
Whoa, slow down. I mean, wait a minute now, Socrates. I don't know about. Wait. Hey, don't get me caught up in no type of situation. You know what I'm saying? I can't afford no scandals. I don't have enough money. All right, I'm just letting you know right now. Don't come knocking at my door, IRS, PUQ, or whatever it is y'all call yourself nowadays. I will say this. Yeah, but you're right. Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
I'm sick of people missing the clear and obvious.
Oh, but listen, bro, you have to, once again, you got people you can touch on a nice summer day. You can walk them outside and you can point to the sky and you can say, see, there's the sun. And they'll be like, man, it ain't orange. You're like, what? I just said, see, there's the sun. I ain't say nothing about what color it is.
Choosing to be difficult for the sake of being difficult.
Bruh,
right?
Listen, when you already got your mind made up, that's called cognitive dissonance. When you already got
known as ignorance.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, when you believe what you believe, it's what your beliefs are. Ain't nothing wrong with what you believe unless your beliefs are based on falsities.
Correct. So
okay.
So what I'm reiterating is we had a kid go out there And even, well, isn't that so weird, man? Even that 6th round pick, that weird, that 6th round pick that worked out pretty well. Even
What 6th
he
round
was
pick?
getting, otherwise known as Tom Brady.
Oh, okay, my goodness,
Okay,
Tom
so
Brady,
that
baby.
dude
Shout
was
out to
getting-
Brady,
He
baby.
was getting, so the 6th round guy, not the 5th round guy, the 6th round guy was getting first team reps too when he was the backup.
Okay, wait, whoa.
And he actually is on record as to saying, even
Oh.
when he was at Michigan, how to make those reps count, but he was only getting a couple. And so weird, even at the college level, he was still getting a couple reps with
Yeah, who was
the
in front-
first team.
Who was in front of him? Was it Gerback?
No,
Elvis
Drew Henson.
Oh, it was Henson, the baseball guy.
That's right. The
Oh,
Yankee.
okay. All right, yeah.
Not the
No,
Yankee
I'm
Clipper. That was Mark Wahlberg.
yeah.
The other
'Cause
guys.
the other Clippers, the ones in LA, brother Rich. I'm looking at you. They stink. PU, what you gonna do? Yeah, man. No, I'm just saying, man. At the end of the day, bruh, listen. If you don't see what Double J is saying, it's because you don't want to. Because you want what you already see to be the thing that to be seen. Bars. I'm giving
But
myself
how
bars.
are you a fan of this team? And quite frankly, it would actually make a little bit more sense. It strangely, in this very weird way, because I used to see this with the Lions fans. They had never seen success, and yet their opinions of what success looks like, they wanted to let everybody know.
Oh, of course, man.
And so remember, this is the same group that said Jahmyr Gibbs was a terrible pick. And I had to
Whoa,
then educate
who's-
them
who-
when we're, they were, oh my gosh, you should have seen how upset they were.
Who said that?
They love him now, of course, right? They go, many.
Nah,
We
bro.
didn't need him. They had
Nah.
DeAndre Swift.
Wait. The Lions had DeAndre Swift? Is that what you're saying?
Mhm.
So wait a minute. Well, that's okay. So those are DeAndre Swift fans who didn't like Jahmyr Gibbs, even though they had yet to see what Jahmyr Gibbs could do.
Nope, they thought he was undersized and didn't
Okay,
fit.
well.
But once again, had to remind them, when have you ever seen a winner in this town? Oh, well, that's right, you haven't. So how do you know what actually works?
What one looks like. Well,
Yeah,
Double J,
absolutely.
but that's in life in general. You know, for whatever reason, and I don't even want to say it's human
Remember
nature.
how the dumbest are the loudest?
Well, they say that about me too. I'm just saying. But what other people think or say about me ain't none of my business. I really don't care. But at the end of the day, that's just for whatever reason. That's life. People, you always got the people in their backyard barbecuing and setting the house on fire, talking about, saying you don't know what you doing. Worry about what you got over there. You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm saying? Your charcoals ain't charcoaling either, buddy. I mean, at the end of the day, man. In other words, and that's been my whole point too. Stop seeing things for what you want them to be and start seeing them for what they are. Period. Bars, baby. Bars. Ooh, wrong button. Sorry about that. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we're going to get into our dun, 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 dun. Drum roll, please. NFL Pick'em Week 12. It is Week 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then your fantasy stardom and sit-ems?
We got him.
Okay, then. When we come back. We'll be right back, y'all. Settle down now. Don't go nowhere. Y'all, don't touch it. Don't you touch it.
Cleaning the cracks on your pavement surfaces can take hours and be torturous on your body. Until now. Bicracky Weed Removal Tool was designed specifically to clean pavement cracks in a fraction of the time, all while standing up. Bicracky's patented design incorporates a two-sided steel blade and is encased by a durable fiberglass shell. Simply use the large end to clean big gaps, then rotate and use the small tip for narrow gaps. Made in the USA, Bicracky eliminates weeds to the root and is environmentally friendly. Bicracky. Save your back while you clean your crack.
Oh, my bad. I'm sitting over here trying to do 14 different things at once. Anywho, Double J, come on. You sitting there looking at me all C-razy, and you ain't even got the doggone thingamajig doohickey-mabob ready. The doggone
I
graph.
ran away too.
Well, then don't be what you gonna be looking at me all crazy. Can we get the graph up, please? Thank you very much. The Week 12 pick'ems.
We sure can. Here we go.
All righty then.
Oh, wait a minute. I got the sound effects. What am I doing?
Yeah, get the sound effects there.
All right.
All right. Bear with me while I send this text.
All right.
Really? Oh no! Don't do that.
I'm sorry. What is that? The train? Oh, the train
the
is
one
came
that's.
through.
Oh man,
and
please.
that's right. Just off the record here, while we're waiting, Purdue has now won yet another championship. In the
What type of
November.
championship? The Emeritus Cup? My God.
Well, look. If you're 22 years old and you get a chance to go to the Bahamas, around this time of year, it sure beats the Midwest. And then you get, something to show off when you're around this age. And again, enjoy the weather. You get to win a championship.
So what they doing? The Bahama Banana Nationals? I'm trying to figure out.
Might see Chris Paul out there or LeBron James.
Well. Hey, listen, it don't mean nothing if you don't see Barbershop Jay. Okay. Right. Time for me to do some flying, baby. American. All right. The final frontier is all I'm trying to tell you. NFL Week 12 pick'ems and fantasy stardoms and situms. Double J. Can you please handle the comments just in case? Because I have to enlarge it over here on this side. Yeah. Even with glasses, I really have to adjust them to see what y'all be saying. Jets at the Ravens. Oh my gosh, give me the Ravens. What am I doing here? I'm sitting here contemplating. Absolutely not.
Tyrod Taylor is at quarterback for the Jets. Does that do anything for you?
It won't beat the Ravens. That's what you're saying. Is that what you're asking me? Yeah, give me the Ravens. Up next, Steelers at the Bears. Ooh, wee. You didn't give me. Did you get no? You didn't get no starters and situms for Jets and Ravens.
No, I did not. And again, what I would say, dart throws, maybe AD Mitchell would be potentially a good one here. As in his Jets debut, just for context, he had 6 targets and 106 air yards. That is
okay. I didn't even know that was a thing until you just said it. So what does that mean? Air yards. You got to throw it in the air, don't you?
Well, correct. You're right. But how far is that distance?
Oh, okay. Oh boy.
Right. So chicks love the long ball.
Yeah, chicks dig the long ball. Yeah. Okay.
And there you have it.
In other words, we're not talking about 5-yard hitches and then 80-yard runs. We're talking about 80-yard passes and 5-yard hitches.
Correct.
Okay. Pull up your britches. All right. Anyway.
And unfortunately for Mason Taylor, who would have been the clear and obvious choice, his first read rate has dropped from 21% to now 11%.
I don't know what that means.
Basically, are you the first person I'm looking to get the ball to?
Well, hey, if I'm out there, yeah, you should be looking at me, baby. You know what I'm saying? BSJ. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Speedy Gonzalez. You know what I mean? Steelers at the Bears. Ooh, wee. Oh, let me see. Yeah, it is a pretty big one, actually. Let me see the analysis, the matchup analysis.
All right.
Ooh, man. Step into a Slim Jim. Man. Hey, Randy Macho Man. That was my boy. Shout out to Macho Man, baby. One of the greats. You understand? Yeah, one of the greatest of all time, which is different than saying the ... Anyway, don't pay no mind to me.
Now remember, it does look like Mason Rudolph will be the starter.
All right, and he lead the reindeers on Christmas. So that don't mean nothing. You said that like I'm supposed to be expecting some type of gifts. I don't celebrate it. I'm just saying, not me. Give me. Who's out? Who's not playing?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Aaron Rodgers is out.
Oh, Aaron. Oh, wait. What you mean? We just talking about Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, that was for the Jets.
Yeah, I know. So did I not hear you say Aaron Rodgers is not playing?
Yeah, I said Mason Rudolph is going to be the quarterback.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to hear you say it again because I can't believe that you were saying that at all. Give me the Bears. All right, let's get to some more of these picks.
Well,
here.
now wait a minute. Hang on a second. Whoa. I'm not just going to let you pick them and then just walk away. Do you see that record there?
And what's
There
about
was
what?
one guy on an island around late July that said, hey, we might want to pay attention to the Chicago Bears. I happen to be close by there and interact with a few coaches. And did you know Eric Bieniemy is over there? And did you know Ken Norton is over there? And did you know?
Really? Ken Norton is over there? Bruh, don't act shocked and surprised at my memory. Man, please. How many times I gotta say it? My memory is like the transmission on a 68 Buick that's been sitting in the garage too long. Okay, it's slipping.
We got a drop from Coach Moore.
Okay, yeah, and we got to drop. Okay, what you want me to do? I still ain't gonna make me remember. I'm trying to say, yeah, but I mean, who knew? All right, because the Bears right now they got everything, but they go as Caleb Williams goes because he's still too up and down to me, too inconsistent. Okay, you don't watch Caleb Williams and you know have shades and thoughts of Drake May. I'm just saying.
Well, wait a minute now. What do you mean? What's wrong with Drake May?
I'm saying you don't watch Caleb. I'm propping Drake May up.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, wow. Whoa, wow. Yeah.
Well, no, because he's him and
what's
Cam
in your
Newton
wallet?
Seeing eye to eye.
Yeah. Okay. It was when you're Wemby's height, and my height, how you gonna see eye to eye anyway? Duh. Speaking of which, man, Wemby is out possibly for the season. Did you see that?
For the season?
Possibly.
It was for 2 weeks.
I saw something that said, well, I mean, all AI, and I ain't talking about Iverson. You know what I'm saying? Stuff is getting ridiculous. That's my word. Who knows? But I'm just saying, that's why I said, that's what I saw. I ain't saying it is. I'm just saying I saw. I said possibly, potentially, could be. But one thing is tried and true. A lot of them dudes that be 7-footers, man, like Groot, you know what I'm saying? In the movie, they just I have yet to see a dude that's that tall. Excuse me, duh. I've yet to see a guy that tall not have some issues at some point during his career. Yao Ming, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, Ralph Sampson, Greg Ostertag, Sean Bradley, Manute Bol, Bobby Soul,
Greg Oden.
You know what I'm saying? The Temptations. You know what I'm saying? Everybody except Michael Jackson, who better than Chris Brown, by the way. I'm just letting y'all know that right now. Don't disrespect MJ. You understand that? The other MJ. The only MJ, really, they say. You know what I'm saying? Even that MJ say that MJ is the dude all day, every day. I say that fast 2 times. Just saying. Yeah, give me the Bears, though.
Can I ask an obvious question about Wemby?
Oh, boy.
If this were to be true, right? Okay, that would mean he would have played a total of 12 games this season. And in 3 years, that would be 129.
Missed?
Played.
Oh, okay.
Missed would be
129 divided by what? 82? I mean, what? 82? So really what? That's a season and a half, really?
So 246 minus 129. It's 117. So he's almost 50-50.
Okay.
With games played versus games missed. You know who that sounds like?
Is this a trick question?
It sounds like Joel Embiid.
Yeah, but listen, hold up, though. Slow down. Hold up. Slow down. Park the car and put the horse back in the barn. Okay. Joel Embiid don't have no excuse except for the fact that you can tell he does not work on his game. Because let me tell you something. Joel Embiid, the difference between Joel Embiid and Wemby is a few, but here's one of the few that stands out. Embiid's base is soccer. Hakeem Olajuwon's base was soccer. Most guys who play soccer should not have those types of problems, regardless of the height, because the footwork is the foundation. Hakeem never really had them type of injuries. Embiid's injuries come from, I'm telling you right now, talent. Hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard.
I understand that, but
And I'm
if,
telling you,
if you are true, what you say if it occurs, Embiid would have actually played more games in the first 3 years of his career than Wemby.
That's fine, but Embiid's
30.
not playing enough games or more than enough games after winning an MVP come from him being lazy.
He's been in the league for almost a decade.
I don't care how long, and that's just it. He should have way more games played.
I'm not disagreeing with you on
Man, Embiid's injuries come from him being lazy. Wemby's injury looked like it come from him just being a California. I'm telling you.
The pink eye, yeah.
I'm not even talking about pink eye. I'm talking about crying in the hallway. Anyway, man, don't get me started. Man, talking about Embiid. Anyway, let's get back to some football. We're talking football right now. You don't want to do that.
Right.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Embiid. Yeah, trust the process. Yeah, unless it's processed cheese, government. Anywho, give me the Bears. And can we get some starters and sit-ems for the Steelers and Bears, please? Thank you. So these people can go home, get some sleep. My gosh.
Absolutely. So again, right away, just for those that are paying attention, DeAndre Swift did log full participation on both Thursday and Friday, so he should have no limitations. He's had 80+ yards in the last four of the last 5 games.
Oh, well, that's more like a no-limit soldier. Shout out, baby.
Right. And so most importantly, the defense here, that being Pittsburgh's, is giving up about 4.3 yards per carry. And they're ranking number 8 in terms of the points per game given up to the position. But we saw Chase Brown go for 18 carries for 99 yards. Kamani Vidal, 25 carries for 95 yards and a touchdown. And so I would say Swift would definitely be kind of a fringe RB1, certainly well into the RB2 range. And even though Caleb Williams had a little bit of a bad game, the Steelers, as we've talked about, the pass defense ranks number 7 over the last 4 weeks and 17th in pressure rate. So a lot of man coverage, a lot of single high, and Caleb's right in the middle of that. So it's 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. So accuracy wise, he's good to go. And I would say Roma Dunze is probably the best fit here that sticks out to me. And man coverage, again, he gets an increase, a boost in his target per route run and his yards per route run. So look for those guys.
I think the Bears going to get the Steelers a swift kick in the – I'm just saying. But Caleb Williams, man, he's too up and downish. Because you can see it's there, but I've seen him miss some throws that, he got too many head-scratching moments on his drop back moments.
To your point, again, that's why I'm pointing out that the accuracy is there with that type of defense. And unfortunately for the Pittsburgh Steelers, they haven't been able to get that pressure on the quarterback.
And tell you something else. Jamar Chase, what you did, that's some suckers right there.
Why? Didn't you watch it?
Listen, hold up. I don't care what go on, man. Everybody want to talk about the Dak Prescott, who's the guy for the Eagles moment.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Being spit at and being spit on, 2 different things.
No.
Yes, it is. Bruh, listen.
Not in Rodgers League. No.
Bruh, let me tell you something. Yes, it is. I'm talking about in period. Jamar Chase clearly.
Hang on a second, bro. Think about this.
Bro, he spit on that man. He spit on that man.
Somebody spit at you or on you. See what I'm saying? It's
okay. Listen. It's not. Hey, listen. First of all, I'm old enough to be classmates with Abraham Lincoln. That's number 1, 2, 5, and 10. Second of all, back then, when I was a cowboy, you know what I'm saying, where the buffalo roam, you understand me? Mm-hmm. We would spit at the ground. Yellow belly. Okay, that's fine. All right. But if you standing right there and you haku chakalamutu, you know what I'm saying? And it's running all down my chest, babe, you about to be laid to rest. I'm just saying, because you messing with the best, baby. Anyway, let's get to some more of this action right here on the football pick'em side, baby. Patriots at the Bengals. Give me the Patriots. Bengals are done. Especially with Jamar Chase being suspended. Now go ahead and put him in just fantasy starters and sit-ems. I dare you.
Well, you may want Yoshi Voss instead.
What? Who's he Voss? What kind of Voss? Oh wow! Don't even say that again. That sounded kind of.
Well, he's the replacement for Jamar Chase.
Yeah, well, all right then.
But what I was going to say is, do you bring Joe Burrow back after he logged off?
No, no, not at this juncture. No. It's too big a gap. Too much to make up. Now, if they were, let's see. I might even say if they were 4-6, maybe 5-5, definitely, no question. But even still, with Jamar being suspended, I don't know. I don't know. But no, I don't know. And not at this point. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't bring Joe Burrow back till they bring offensive line. I don't like to do hypotheticals and what ifs, but let's just put it out there. Imagine what Joe Burrow would look like behind the Cowboys offensive line. Imagine what Joe Burrow would look like behind the Cowboys offensive line when Troy Aikman was quarterback. Nate Newton.
Man. Russell Maryland.
Tuanai. Mark Tuanai. I'm just saying, Tuanai. Give me your fantasy starter.
And then who's picking up that pass block? Oh, Moose.
Oh, yeah, Durrell Johnson, baby. Don't do that now. The fullback was a whole different type of animal back then. Mike Allstott and Drew Brees are the two guys from Purdue. You know what I'm saying? They get mad love from me. Oh, and then
what
on the hoop
Rod
side.
Woodson?
Oh, my bad. No disrespect. My fault. I mean, I just told you my memory come and go, baby. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like a light bill. Sometimes it's not a lot. Sometimes it is. You know what I'm trying to say? And then on hoop side, Glenn Robinson, big dog. Give me some fantasy starters and sit-ems for the Patriots and Bengals.
His kiddo's on a team, but we don't talk about that.
Don't worry about it. We'll get to college basketball one year. Not interested in this year.
Quick stardoms. Again, I'm going to just point to this graph here for everyone. Exhibit A. This is a play all, folks. Alert.
Man.
Yeah, that's they're by themselves.
Yeah, well.
even the Titans are not that bad.
Now I'm trying to tell you.
So, right away, quick points that are worth noting. Drake May has done well. He's getting booty back.
Hey, wait a minute. Oh, my gosh, no. Seemed to me like you couldn't wait to say that. Get booty back. Oh, my gosh, this guy.
Again, additional time for.
I wonder if it's pronounced Boutte.
You know, I will let you.
After I said it out loud, it sounded like it's really any different. It sounded like putting Grey Poupon on some Poupon. You know what I'm trying to say? Oh my gosh, keep it going there, buddy. All right, leave me alone. That's
right. So the additional time, of course, he's a deep downfield threat, and of course, as I displayed, Bengals are actually ranking 31st in the league in deep pass rate allowed.
But that's out of 30 teams?
Out of 32.
Oh, wow. You do the math. I'm just saying.
Right.
All right.
Also giving up the 6th highest catchable target rate to opponents on the perimeter. And you've already had guys like Hunter Henry coming off a 6-target outing. We just saw Darnell Washington and Freiermuth go for 5 for 86. And so, again, looking at.
Can you say that after about 6 glasses of eggnog, Freiermuth?
And
I don't think you could. Not with a straight tongue, baby.
Gully, if you're watching from the Jadakiss concert.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Gully at the Jadakiss concert. Man, please.
Does he have a D-Block shirt or his Rough Riders?
I have no idea. I know. Hey, send us a picture. Send us a picture. Yeah, anyway. Let's move on.
Yeah, so again, Joe Flacco, really bad. T. Higgins in the games without Jamar Chase, though, just to give you guys something on the Cincinnati side, we've had 3 for 49 in a touchdown, 7 for 60, 9 for 148, 7 for 114 in a touchdown, 5 for 140 in a touchdown. Play T. Higgins if you got him.
Yeah. Oh, and let me remind you all, anybody who's making picks based off anything I say in terms of purchases or any purchases, potential purchases and pockets and purses being made, don't do that. This is all for fun. Well, please
we need 2 points from Edie.
Yeah, do something from your own volition based on the actives and the inactives. That's not what we do here. Scroll. Let me get a scroll.
That's right. Here we go.
Giants at the Lions. Give me the Lions. And give me your starters and sit-ems.
All right. So go ahead and put that there. Again.
Hey, I wonder how I'm doing. I didn't even go back and look back and see how I'm doing throughout the season so far. Probably
I have to, when I save, we'll go back and look at the at your numbers there.
Yeah, you know what? Don't even worry about that. I want to look at it on my own just in case. I mean, I'm gonna share it with everybody probably next week anyway. I just want to see it just by chance if I'm doing halfway decent. But go ahead. What do you say? Give us the starters and sit-ems.
Yeah. So again, we're gonna have Jameis playing again, and he finished QB9 in terms of just his play for the week, so it wasn't bad. And
let me tell you something. Jameis is gonna do, if he don't do nothing else, he's gonna keep both teams in the game. I tell you that right now. So I don't know what the money is on that, the prop bets or whatever. But if that's up on the parlay, take that for sure. You know what I'm saying? And it should say that exactly. Is Jameis gonna keep both teams in the game? Yes or no? Points plus 90 or whatever. I don't know how it go no more. I'm saying, bet on that. Okay, bet on that. I'm just saying. Vikings at the Packers. Let me see the matchup analysis. It's interesting.
All right.
Really? 6.5? Do that seem right to you in the divisional? Did that make sense to you?
Based on last week, basically, how poor of an effort it seemed from JJ McCarthy. A lot of people have jumped off the train.
Oh, and it's in Green Bay. I don't know, man. I don't know. The Packers.
I'm going to go back to that quarterback chart there. So remember, there's Flacco, right? That's highlighted, but there's JJ McCarthy also. So kind of.
Where's Jordan Love?
He is right here.
Well, shucks. If you draw a line straight down.
Yeah.
I mean, my gosh, he ain't like he in another room. They still in the same stadium. You know what? I'm gonna jump out the plane at 72,000 feet with no parachute, baby. Call me JDB Cooper on this one. Give me the Vikings.
Whoa, look at that. The air yards. Jordan Love is way back there by himself. He's not airing the ball out.
So he having Dylan Gabriel type moments, all laterals and sideline screens.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Where is Gabriel? He's not. If he's further than him, then you know you got a problem.
Are you serious? Oh yeah, give me the Vikings. Yeah, give me the Vikings.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, it's not interesting. This is why we do pick'ems. Colts at the Chiefs. Whoa. Hey,
I'll let you handle that.
I'm taking the Chiefs, but I will ask this question: is the Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes window? Is it a breeze? Is the breeze in the, like, ooh, I can feel it, what window is open in the house? Go find it, maybe get ready to close it. Not more so much for Mahomes, but maybe for Andy Reid. Andy Reid is how old now? 7,800. Yeah, well, I mean, well, they say that about me. They call me OG, and I had to tell them, listen, I'm old enough to eat cornbread without choking. You know what I mean? Boy, don't you get to asking me no questions round up in here. You understand me? But give me the Chiefs. That might be the game of the week, bro.
Oh, I think so, without a doubt.
Because the Colts, right, with Daniel Jones, even still Danny Dimes, they calling him Danny Dimes now. Okay, and they're not even calling him by his last government cheese name. They calling him Danny Dimes now, baby.
Something that's rather interesting and from a takeaway of mine is that I noticed that Kansas City is the league's worst defense versus play action, and yet the second best on non-play action dropbacks.
Really?
And now here's your difference, though. As far as a specific to this game, Indianapolis ranks second in play action usage offensively. So this is why I agree with you. I think this is the game of the week because it is a actual statistical mismatch, defense versus offense, schematically. And so if it were to truly get out of hand somehow, then in theory, you know the answer why. But us knowing the Chiefs, we'll see what
you know what? Now that you said that, though, I'm glad you added that. Add a little bit more detail. Now I got to go. Let me see the matchup analysis. But before you show it, let me take a gander at what it might be. Three and a half. 3.5. Oh, shout out to your boy Jay, baby. Shout out to your boy. Celebratory moments all over here. This ain't Shaqtin' a Fool. Just want to let you know that. Okay. That's not what we do here. The over-under is 49.5. Woo-wee. That's lightweight borderline barn burner, ain't it?
Yep.
Okay. You know what? I don't know, man. I'm saying the Chiefs, not even so much for Mahomes because of Mahomes and Andy Reid per se, but because this is it right here, man. This is a bigger game for the Chiefs, believe it or not, in terms of lore than it is for the Colts. You don't think so? Maybe, yes, no, I don't know.
Oh no, this is critical for both.
Well, I'm saying because
the Chiefs are 5-5.
Well, here's what I'm saying, though. I know. I'm okay. Let me rephrase it. Since Patrick Mahomes has been in the league, right? He's been to just about everything that you could have. Exactly. He's been to just about everything. How many AFC championships and Super Bowls and even in the losses? I mean, he's been at the top right now. They lose this game, there's a possibility that they don't even make the playoffs. And can you imagine going from up here to now somebody got they like Johnny Manziel jerseys once upon a time, they're on the clearance rack. Man, the Chiefs lose this game, they're going to be on the clearance rack, bro.
Well, now remember, when we did the preseason rankings, we can go back in the show, and if you recall, I may not.
Well, that's where you messed up at. You asked me if I recall. Here we go again. All right, but go ahead. I'll let you keep going.
I mentioned the Broncos and the Chargers. And, so to suggest that right now, again, the Broncos are 9-2. Love or hate how Bo Nix has played.
I just don't. The Broncos defense is.
They're stellar. They were able to beat the Chiefs, right? Without their stud corner.
I know. But again, man, the Broncos and Chiefs are it's like the Browns and the Steelers, man. If you go back, I'm talking all the way to the Lynn Dawson days. And I was just a wee bit lad, but even still, man, they just always seem to just, and talking about Floyd Little, all them guys, look them up. They just always seem to be like the Bears and the Packers. It's just them division matchups, man. It's just like, this ain't no division matchup, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, I don't know, man. I'm talking, the Chiefs and the Broncos, excuse me. Oh, man. Do I really have to pick this one right now?
Oh, in theory, I guess we could come back to it.
No, I don't want to come back. I don't want to come back. That's the whole point. I don't want to come back.
Well,
just give us your fantasy startums and sit-ems, and then I'll pick them after that. I'll give me some time to think about it.
So schematically, Michael Pittman has the most to kind of gain here from the Chiefs' too high set. We've talked about kind of how they run that. Alec Pierce also will have kind of an uptick in opportunities as a whole, 22% target per route run against that, and specifically 7.6 targets per game over that span. Additionally, I would say Tyler Warren, they found their footing, the Chiefs have against the tight end, number 7 in fewest receptions, number 11 in fewest receiving yards. And of course, even though he's been phenomenal, this year. It's just maybe a one to lower the expectations on performance. I will say this, the Colts defense, you're going to have now, they're bringing back Javarius Ward. That's Pro Football Focus's number 2 corner. And guess what? Their new, he's going to work opposite of their new addition, Sauce Gardner from the D, 7 Mile. Stand up.
All right, shout out.
And just for the record, 7 Mile bet a pile. All right, there you go. And then, of course, you now have slot corner Kenny Moore. He's Pro Football Focus's number 21 corner. So they have 3 in the top 25 at the cornerback position. And the defensive coordinator has been shifting coverages quite a bit more over the last 4 weeks.
All right. Well, yeah, okay. Take me off the matchup analysis. I got to give you a button for that. You made such a compelling case. As in any courtroom, you did what you were supposed to do, arguing for the defense, so to speak, and that's caused reasonable doubt. Therefore, I'm going to take the Colts.
Whoa.
Switch my pick. I'm going to take the Colts. Yep. Seahawks at the Titans. Just give us the starters and sit-ems because I'm picking right now. Give me the Seahawks.
All right. Yeah, pretty simple here. The cover 4 with Sam Darnold. It's kind of the scheme from the Titans: cover 4, cover 6, and Sam Darnold, even though he's had a bad few weeks, is number 6 at completion rate, quarterback 1 in yards per attempt, and quarterback 7 in drop back volume versus that. So he's borderline quarterback 1 here. Additional boost, JSN. He crushes basically everything, but he's got a 52% target share. So smash the start button. Hello, as if you were ever considering not. But a newcomer that some may have otherwise not heard yet is AJ Barner, the tight end. So just for
I thought he was with the Cardinals. Barner. I thought he was with the Cardinals.
No. So in the last few weeks for him, he's ranked tight end 8, 9, 1, 12, and 5. And of course, Tennessee is like completely battered. They're going to be without the wide receiver 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And if you wanted, if your league does allow for kick return yards, Chimere DK, I'll allow you to spell the other pronunciation. It is Nike with a D.
Yeah, don't try to set me up for
right.
the woo-woo. Don't do that. No.
And
my memory is bad, but it ain't that bad.
Someone I will throw out there, right? If you need a streamer and you're desperate, you're in a 14-man league. The guy I'm going to give you right now, Van Jefferson. If you remember from Stat Pafford, used to, late third quarter, fourth quarter, sometimes all of a sudden, who's that man again? It was Van Jefferson.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's somebody to look out for. And then also, of course, maybe Chigo Okonkwo. He's gotten 45 yards in 4 of the last 6 outings.
Shout out then, baby. Give me a scrolleration. You understand me? Scroll it up, scroll it on down. Whoa. Jaguars at the Cardinals. Give me the Jags and give me your fantasy startums and situms.
Yeah, a little bit brutal here. So again, we got over 47.5. Look, guys, what right now on the Arizona side sounds like maybe I'm not sure. Trey Benson's potentially going to come back here soon. We do have proof of life on him, but unfortunately, it looks like Arizona will be still without, of course, James Conner, Benson, DeMercado, and it leaves us with kind of Bam Knight. Boy, Michael Carter has been cut and re-signed in the last month too. So essentially, you're going to see a lot of throwing the ball. Okay, Jacoby Brissett just set a record for throwing the ball.
I know he had 872 million yards in one game.
Potentially, Will Johnson will come back on the defensive side, which will help. But again, you're talking about another team that's plagued with injuries, but this time to the receiver corps. Brian Thomas is out. Travis Hunter is out. Hunter Long is out. Brenton Strange is out. So that leaves Parker Washington, who absolutely disappeared on us last week. And then, of course, Jacoby Myers. And they brought, again, I'm concerned Max Melton is back last week. And then Will Johnson potentially is back this week as well. So for me, it's more of on the Cardinals side of things. I like, again, no Marvin Harrison. Dude, Michael Wilson and the other guy had like 12
what
targets.
Other guy?
Apiece.
What other
In
guy?
fact, wait a minute. Hang on. I think I have him in the other league. So I'll tell you right now. Because I think look at that. I'm telling you, he's on my roster.
Oh, okay.
Here we go here.
And
it is.
And who is this?
Oh, I'm in the wrong league.
Oh my gosh. This guy right here. How many leagues are you in?
Only 2, thankfully, because ours ended. Greg Dortch. So Trey McBride.
Hold on. Dortch used to play for the Cardinals.
He's still there.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say. All right. Don't tell me who didn't. I thought you was talking about he was the Jaguars now or something. All right.
No. I'm saying basically you have a green light to play those guys because I think
okay. Got you.
Kobe's going to have no choice.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Browns at the Raiders. Shout out to my boy Shedeur getting his first start, I believe.
Now, does it
To
mean
be
anything
determined,
to you
though.
that Brown starters in the last 20 years are 0-17?
Well, I didn't need you to tell me that. I've seen that for the last 20 years. I've seen that. I already know. So I'll give you a button for that.
But does that count that he started? Like, I don't know, because he came in the middle of that game. Does that count as
No,
his
that
first
don't.
start?
No. That's a start is you out there in warm-ups. You know what I mean? Before the coin toss and the kickoff and God bless America and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you're not the guy who got, the game ball and all that type, before the God bless America. You're not throwing out the first pitch. No, you don't get you don't qualify as a start. You know what I mean? But if the ball go off Judy's hands, you get the interception. Imagine that. Give me for its and giggles, man. Let me see the matchup analysis. I know the point spread is probably about 40. Oh, wow. Really? Minus. Whoa. Okay, then. Over and under is 36. 2 field goals, runner on second, and 2 more ducks on the pond, baby. Left the pond loaded. Give me the Browns.
Yeah, they gave Ashton Jeanty 6 carries last week.
That's Pete Carroll. This game done passed him by. He's still feeling it from not handing the ball to Marshawn Lynch. Just saying. Man. Yeah.
I don't expect this game to be much better for him. Obviously, the Browns' run defense is phenomenal. Just for context here, of course, the Browns play a lot of man. And as we've seen with Geno, he actually does very well if you give him time, but he will be without his left tackle and his center.
So Miles Garrett gonna have 9
fantasy
sacks
play
in this game.
here is going to be Myles Garrett.
Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, don't do that. Okay.
But I do think Shedeur Sanders goes for well over 200 yards. I think he exploits this defense, and we see something similar to what we saw with Dak.
All right. Eagles at the Cowboys. How many more games is it? Whoa. Okay. Eagles at the Cowboys.
Well, there's not as many teams on a bye this week.
I know, and that's interesting. I don't understand what's going on with the Eagles, man. All of this, you're winning, and it's still y'all still arguing over cool points, like for real. But anywho, give me the Eagles, and then give us your fantasy star. I don't even need to see the match. Just give me the Eagles, and you give me your starters and sit-ems.
Yeah, I mean it's brutal, right? Jalen Hurts hasn't thrown for 200 passing yards since week 7.
Oh, okay. And what's their record?
Well, right, they've been doing fine.
Oh.
But
I thought we was talking about celebrating winning. Okay. I'm just saying.
Well, right, and again, there's no style points.
Yeah, right. You're right. You're winning. Okay.
Right.
So I don't think that, and I'm not saying they will, because I got a feeling the Rams might break through this year. They win another Super Bowl. When folks looking back and having them locker room discussions. Ain't nobody gonna say, well, nobody's gonna remember that he didn't throw for about 200 yards one time in the season. They're gonna talk about he got 2 of them. That's what we got 2 MVPs or he got 2 Super Bowls. That's the case they try to make for everybody else that they like. All right. You know what I'm saying? You just want to be right. But okay, that's who you like. All right. So let's not talk about how many yards he didn't pass for, because he ain't doing it pretty. My gosh, winning is winning. Okay.
Quickly on the start-sit side of things, I think CeeDee Lamb can be a good wide receiver 1 play. Pickens, on the other hand, is going to be matched up against Quinyon Mitchell. A hex gnaw for me, folks. Again, just for a reminder, the last time.
But what if they put Pickens in the slot though? Quinyon still going with him?
Shadow coverage, right? They've been moving him with him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
The last time that they matched up 18 times in week 1. Okay. And Pickens had 2 catches for 15 yards on 3 targets.
Yeah, that Eagles secondary is wicked.
Well, and that's the thing. So it doesn't get much better for Javonte Williams. He had 15 carries for 54 yards, but 2 touchdowns in that early matchup. But remember, you talked about spitting a little earlier. That was Jalen Carter's pregame exit. So he will be back. And now the Eagles defense is on fire, dude. They've given up 2
that's right.
touchdowns on 22 possessions between the games versus the Lions and the Packers.
They're giving up what? How many?
2.
Yeah, give me the Eagles. All right. Yeah, let's we don't even need to talk about that no more. Falcons at the Saints. Do I really have to pick this one? I'll take the Saints just because. I don't need to see the matchup analysis. No need to.
Well, are you aware who's starting at quarterback for either team?
I know Kirk Cousins is starting for the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. Spit it out. And then Bobby Hebert is starting for the Saints. I don't really care there, to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm just picking the Saints just because. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, I don't even want the starters and sit-ems for this one because, maybe, I don't know. Do they have any? Well, maybe Bijan, obviously, if you got Bijan Robinson. Drake London, you definitely want to start him, right?
No, he's hurt.
Really? It
Yeah.
goes to show you how much I know. I do not keep up with fantasy like I used to, bro.
No,
Yeah.
he only got hurt by a week, so he hasn't missed 1 game yet until
okay.
just now. But
All right.
I would say this: the Falcons' defense has been kind of atrocious, ranking 26th and 23rd in defensive pass success rate. And again, they blitz like crazy, 2nd highest in the league, but are in the middle of the pack at actual pressure rate. So believe it or not, that actually, Tyler Show has been quite on the opposite of the guys like Michael Penix and Justin Fields and Aaron Rodgers. He's been on the efficient side. So look for starters like Chris Olave and now Brandon Cooks as well, because he's gone. So you got rid of Shaheed to Seattle, and Brandon Cooks was asked to leave as well. So it's Olave versus single high coverage, and he gets pretty much 30% of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and smash Chris Olave to play.
All right. Buccaneers at the Rams. Much as I like Baker, the Bucs are in trouble. They might win the South still because there's really nobody else in the NFC South. But I just don't see the Buccaneers beating the Rams now or in the playoffs. I really don't. And Baker still shows me not as bad as he once was, but he still has a tendency, not necessarily a propensity. I don't know if that's really, I'm really saying the same thing, but for that turnover, that critical interception, used to be he throw 2 or 3 of them. Now it's just 1, but it come at the most inopportune moments. They drive killers or whatnot. Even though they did play pretty good last week, they did. They looked okay, but I don't see the Bucs going far other than winning the division this year. But even still, in this game, give me the Rams and your fantasy starters and sit-ems.
Yeah, this one's a little bit harder, right? I would say Devontae Adams for sure. The Bucks defense has been a little bit questionable on the perimeter. We've talked about with Puka Nacua kind of being a little bit more having some durability, questions, and more so, Stafford has done a phenomenal job at, especially in the red zone, of really looking, we talk about target share and that type of thing. And in the red zone in particular, he's really looking for Devontae Adams. It eerily reminiscent.
It's paying off.
Yeah, big time.
Big time. Yeah, it's paying off.
So strangely, Rashad White has been losing some of the run share, if you will.
To Bucky Irvin, you mean?
No, Bucky is still out. It's oh man, I haven't. Speaking of another player that I have, let's see.
Yeah, because I can't think of the guy's name either. But the guy you're getting ready to mention, he was with the Bucks last year, wasn't he?
That's right, and it was a three-headed monster. Sean
yeah,
Tucker.
I was about. Yeah. Oh, whoa. Hold up.
From Auburn, right?
Don't give me the line. But he showed flashes, bro.
Oh, Syracuse. That's right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm not about to say
he set records over there.
Yeah. Oh man, bro. He might be. Give him too many more carries. He's gonna take somebody's spot, maybe.
Well, look. I'm gonna read you what he did last week, and you tell me what you think. Now, granted, that was against Buffalo's defense. That is not that good to the run.
No, but
19 carries, 106 yards, 2 touchdowns.
What was his longest run?
It actually does not say that. But he only got 44% of the snap share.
That's still a nice little clip though, bro. 44%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. That guy's coming. Yeah. If you got him, I don't know the fantasy game like I used to. That's why obviously Double J and Cully be here. But I know that guy and he be balling. You definitely might want to play him if you got him.
That's what I'm thinking. It's worth the, again, the Rams defense hasn't been terrible to the run. But out of the two,
you got to play your best. Whoever's playing the best, you're gonna need them for this against the Rams. Now that Aaron Donald is gone, true that, but Jared Verse, yeah, he's the reason why he in the first. Panthers at the 49ers. Give me the Niners and your starters and sit-ems.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say Ted McMillan, Rico Dowdle, and also, of course, CMC. Now that they're getting healthier, yes, the usage level is concerning to everyone just because of his past. But at the same time, I actually think his usage is increasing because now there's other options in the offense that you have to respect. And so it's, he's him serving as a check down, as an example. It's not exactly, it's fantastic from our side, from my vantage point. I have them in both leagues. So
the Panthers are sneaky. They are sneaky. And I don't like sneaky. Show me your hand. Same time, man. Same time. But I'm still going to go with the 49ers. And, of course, the Bills and the Texans, that was Thursday night. Why they don't let us pick the Thursday games? I don't know. I'm going to have to come back and do a special so we can get the Thursday games in. Or I might say, matter of fact, who's on next Thursday night?
Let's find out.
They're not going to let you do it here.
Well.
Yeah, I was going to say, tell me who's on next Thursday night. We could pick the next Thursday night game now. That way we get a jump on. That's what we should have been doing.
Oh, that's right. There's a few because of Thanksgiving.
That's why I'm saying it. Shout out for that right there. Yeah.
All right. So
give me the
in
3
order
Thursdays.
here, you have Packers, Lions.
Where at?
In Detroit, of course.
Oh, give me the Lions. Give me the Lions.
Who did they pick? Let's see.
No, don't give me no fantasy starters and sit-ems right now. I'm just picking the games.
Oh,
right
I
now.
know.
Okay.
And then Chiefs at Cowboys.
Oh, give me the Chiefs.
All right. And then the nightcap is Bengals at the Ravens.
Ravens.
What if
Barely.
they start Joe Burrow?
I don't care. I don't care.
All right. And then there is a Friday game.
Oh, okay. Who?
Bears at the Eagles.
Oh my gosh, that's where it's gonna fall apart at right there. Caleb gonna need some new fingernail polish when it's all said and done, baby. I'm just saying. Give me the Eagles. Sorry. Yeah, give me the Eagles. That's right. All right, folks. And on that note, I leave you with this quote: "Passion fuels character beyond expectation." Let me read that again. Passion fuels character beyond expectations. It's been fun, but we got to run. Excuse me. Don't forget to check us out 9:30 on the PM side. I won't say what else I used to say right here on the yard. Might as well say it anyway, baby. You understand me? Or, excuse me, y'all can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the shop's fan page, and of course, YouTube. And when Gully gets back, hopefully it'll be on TikTok live studio or something in that face. But anyway, when you're over at the tube, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'd be much obliged. And if that don't work, y'all can Google it. For my dudes, B Rich, Double J, D Gully, and all those who follow and support us, we say thank you and salute. Barbershop J, you've been listening to the Shop Report. And remember, the next time y'all want to know what's really going on, man, come to the shop. Walk-ins are always welcome. Huh?